Alright, last one where I've got to talk over the video. I will start making more of an effort to make sure my microphone is on. If this is the only video you watch, you didn't watch the last two. As I was setting something down on the table, I accidentally hit the controller, and it muted my mic, and I didn't know it. So I ran 3 races with no mic. Lots of commentary, lots of funny jokes you'll never hear. I am a racer on a budget. I don't have a sim setup. I race from a recliner with a 6 or 7 year old G29 in my lap. And I don't have an actual microphone because, as you guys know, we tried that a couple weeks ago and it was horrible. So I used the microphone off my headset, which is why sometimes you can hear me breathing in your ear, or the very necessary fan blowing on me. But there is stuff in the works. I am looking at a racing chair from here. I just gotta get some parts and do some assembly. So we went back and watched the replay on this. Well, you'll see it there too. That wasn't anybody's fault. That guy came out of the turn. I was already right there at the edge of the gravel. He could have backed off, but he didn't. Tagged us. I should have upshifted when I hit the gravel. I kept it in second, so when I gave it gas, it came around. If I had shifted up to fourth and floored it, I would have just slowly walked out of the gravel and not been this far back. So, 15th. Like so many of these Group 3 races, we end up last in the first lap. So yes, you see I broke down and bought a Viper. Did nothing but talk crap on the Viper, but when it's the meta car, you don't really have a choice. And if I'm going to drive an ugly POS, I'm at least going to put my colors, my stickers on it to make it look nicer. That was so close to a penalty right there. Remember that later in the race. Yeah, I prefer the Porsche around here because it feels more go-kart. Zip, zip, zip. And it's great through this part. Back through here, you'll pass those Vipers. But then you hit that straightaway, and man, they've got 20 extra miles per hour on you, it feels like. And the Viper's got a real problem with its brakes. I don't know if I'm the only one experiencing it. I'd have to think I'm not, because I've seen quite a few guys brake early or slide through a turn in the Viper. Sometimes your brakes work, sometimes they don't. See, there was too much brake. But the turn before that, I hit the brakes in the same spot at the same speed, and I went deep. You just have to be ready to compensate for it. So every time you see those puffs of white smoke, you get excited because you know that means they're battling, which means you have a better chance at catching them. Normally I would say, what are you doing battling for that hard? But, I mean, they're in 5th. That's what we've gotten back up to, is 5th already. We had some speed here. Sorry for my phone. So I can only turn it down. I cannot turn it off. Because of real life stuff. So we're up to 4th. This guy would not get out of the way. I was so much faster than him. I could have tagged him. I didn't. I really tried to be a clean racer. As he tries to put me in the fence. But I'll pass him clean. And then he'll come and slam me. Letting this guy go by. He did a dive bomb. Nobody likes to dive bomb, but everybody does it. I try not to. If I see an opening and I can get in there safely, brakes on, not touch you, I will. But a dive bomb is when you just don't brake, or you don't brake as hard because you know hitting that car will stop you and help you make the turn. He cut that last corner. Remember we talked about that at the beginning. That was almost a penalty for me. It was one for him. And now he's sitting in 3rd going, because he used to see that red bar the rest of this lap. Well, until he serves the penalty. But we were close. If we'd had one more lap, we'd have won this race if we hadn't been taken out in the first turn. That's what we're doing tomorrow. We're trying podiums on all 3. We've gotten podium on A. I'm sure you read the title of this video, so you know we get podium here. Because of this right here. He has to serve his penalty. So I didn't push it too hard. Because I didn't want to make a mistake. Because I had 3rd locked up. It was only me who could take it away from me. And there you go. Last to 3rd. Clean, by the way. We didn't do anything dirty or shady to get there. We just took a few breaths, pointed the car in the right direction, Take a couple turns, get the tires clean, get back at it. If you ever go off track, don't jump back on track and try to make a pass at the next turn. Your tires are still dirty. You'll end up just taking both you out. Take a turn or two, clean them off, then get back in the fight. We actually went back to the replay on this one too, so we're going to watch that next. Just waiting for everybody to finish. There you go. And I accidentally clicked out of this too fast, so we don't have a screenshot for a thumbnail. So we're going to have to find a thumbnail now. I try to support everybody, so I'm looking up that guy's YouTube. Anytime you see the YT in front of somebody's name, it's because they have a YouTube. Doesn't take much to hit subscribe, hit like. Helps us out a lot. Especially someone like me who's only about, what, 5 weeks in? So here we go. We go to the first turn. They all go high. I always go low in the first turn. You see the purple card just comes out, tags us. But just turn it around, get back on it. Remember, your tires are going to be dirty. Then we get up here, we see this guy spinning around 15 seconds. Penalties for 15 seconds. So I had to jump back. Oh, other way. Bag it up, bag it up. There he is. So much chaos, it was hard to get on just him. There we go. Locked onto him now. Now we can see. So from the start, he takes first place. Or the guy in front of him out. Second place. Second or first? First turn, Nobody ever wins the race in the first turn. See that? That's where you just dive it in there with less brake, knowing hitting the car will slow you down for you to make the turn. So he gets 5 seconds for that one. He tries to do a dive bomb there, but it spins him out. And he gets another 5 seconds. Then it takes second out. And gets another 5 seconds. And everybody's just had enough of his baloney. And they take him out. And he logged up. Yep. And now we're back in first because he logged out. And now we got some guys in front of us that have penalties. Throw it to a different angle just so you can see more of the track, more of what's around us. Almost a penalty there, number. But my left tires were still on the bumps. We get through there pretty good. We're up to 6. The big sweeping turns, Viper does okay. But the sharp turns, you gotta whoa it down. You have to run traction control. I tried turning traction control off on this car. And every time I got back on the gas, the back end came around. Even when I was babying it. I ran a lap where I did fishtail. Then I ran a lap with traction control on and I was faster. Now that doesn't mean always run traction control, I don't. Depends on the car. And I don't ever run it on like 5. I think I have it on 2. Most of the time. And that's just because it'll save me if I get on the gas too hard from looping the car. I try to work the throttle to where the traction control doesn't even come on. So you won't actually see the red light up very often. Just when it's saving my butt. Just one of those times when dirty drivers beating and banging worked in our favor. Yeah, he tagged me in the back there. Sent me into that turn with so much more speed. I just had to hold on. And now we're stuck behind this guy. Well, stuck behind this guy again from the last video. Beginning of the video, whatever. Same race. I could have hit him there, and I didn't. And look at all that room he has over there, and he's still got to come onto that side and hit me. Here goes Mr. Dive Bomb. Hits me into the Porsche. The Porsche tried to dive bomb the outside. He dive bombed the inside. That was just the hot dog in the middle for a second there. And here you go. Watch how much he cuts this turn. Is it this one or the next lap? I think it's this one. I don't see it. But he went all 4 tires in the grass. And that's when I decided I was just going to Sunday drive the car. We had a good enough lead. We knew we were faster than the Porsche behind us. Because how much he held us up. And I just drove the car, didn't push the car, didn't make any mistakes. Last thing I want to do is spin out because of something I did. And let those 3 get away from me. I guarantee you, if they had been bunched up more, there would have been a big wreck on this lap, giving us a chance to drive right through or get caught up in it. But they were spread out just enough to where they just finished the race happy where they were at. The guy in front of me already knowing he's not going to get third. I think he was over driving it there trying to gap. Look, and he still comes over. Still comes over and hits me. I've got 20 miles an hour on you. You had a penalty. Let me go by. But there you go. Last to third. Now I gotta watch this again and try to find a good thumbnail. Thanks for watching. Like I said earlier, please hit that like and subscribe. It helps a lot. Thanks. See you next time.